All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Baby, that's your whole dance. That's your.
It's easy.
This is what you got to put up with when you get married. You just gotta love all of that. What do you call that?
Jerk.
Yes. Look at you.
You know this?
The swim?
Uh-huh.
You ever think all of it? Will swim? Okay. Because they used to do all that.
Cheddar check and the twist. Yeah, they do all that. Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Oh, you remember all that, huh?
I don't even know how. That came out off of the memory bank that be way in the back from 14 years ago. So hey everybody, what's going on?
Four corners.
I don't know four corners. Oh, that's what they call that?
Uh-huh.
Y'all, I wish y'all could see fully. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys. Let me get this head together because I do see a little strand look like a little horns and stuff going on. Okay, what's going on with you?
Oh, I'm just happy.
You just happy?
Yep.
How was your weekend?
Busy, great. We Friday night
shirt.
we had a
Turn down the set.
We hosted support groups Friday night. Divorce care, alcohol and drugs, sexual orientation, and grief share. We had 9 people here with Sheila, administrator, and we had a great time, great thoughts.
All your leaders.
All my leaders from there, and it was a great meeting. We fellowship, we ate some, and we had results from. They told me they had results from Sunday. They had about 3 or 4 people. One wanted to join the sexual thing, 2 alcohols, and I forgot what the other one was right now. And they were just Buick and Mosley and Rick, and they were just overwhelmed with the response. They said we just had the meeting and suggestions.
Yeah.
And Saturday morning, we drove over to Griffin to utilize very good friend of mine, Pastor Harry Patrick. And man, it was packed. You know that it was packed.
Yeah, it was packed.
At least 20, 25 pastors was there. I mean,
it was packed.
And it was on.
I mean we from had left to right to all the other side. It was
right.
packed.
It was.
And look, y'all want to hear some good, singing and
old school
and somebody who know how to play the piano.
That boy can play, couldn't
it? Yes. They go all the way back. Those call and response songs when the leaders start singing the old hymn, or not even the hymn, the old spiritual gospel, Negro spirituals, and then the whole church come in. That's when you know you in Griffin Jones. That's how it was. It was
it was powerful, boy. It was powerful
good.
service.
I mean, I had gone to stand. You know, you stand on up and be like, and you hold your hands like this.
You know it's good then.
You'd be like, now you're trying to show out. Yeah, so it was good. So we did that Saturday, Sunday, church, came home, and I told Fuller one thing. This would be powerful. What's going on? Gwen and Norma and Yvonne Holmes and Vera and Nick Scagaloni, one of our guests.
What's up, Nick?
Yes. We're gonna have to have you and Fanny come back on. But look. On Sunday, I shared with Fuller, and I guess I'm just getting a revelation on this, and then we got to get started, you guys, about taking a nap, about resting my body.
Right.
So, and mine. So a lot of people that are on here are pastors and people from church and ministry, and I'm just getting the revelation. I don't know what it is about feeling like if I take a nap, then I got other things I could be doing and not taking a nap. So I told Fuller on Sunday, after I served in ministry, I'm gonna come home and take a nap after we eat. Man, I came home and took a nap. My challenge is after I take a nap, or when I take a nap, my naps can't be an hour. They got to at least be 2-3 hours. So I'm not getting up until about 5-6 o'clock, which is hard for me because then it's time to go to bed shortly after that.
Darlene acts like
I got
she got something against. She's allergic to rest. And she act like the bill collector gonna come and repossess her car, so she had to stay and pay attention. She act like they try to chase her down. So she,
in fact, I be trying to figure out now what I be doing on Sundays that I be up. And don't take no nap.
Dwayne Moses told me today he come home after church because he be drained and he take him a nap every Sunday after church.
So anyway,
that's what you need to do.
So our new motto is.
But you did good this week though, because you took naps twice this week.
I did. I took one Saturday. Did I take one Saturday?
Yeah.
Too? Okay. So anyway, that's the motto for this moving forward.
Right.
Nap Sundays.
Rest.
Thank you, Nick Scacolone. Sunday is nap day.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Everybody else probably know that except me. Okay. So you guys, look, we got to get started because our guest, if you did watch last week, you know a little bit about what we talked about last week. But I'm going to pop back in our guest, Gary and Gwen Akins from the Grip.
The Grip.
And so we're gonna pop them on back in. Welcome back again.
What's up?
Yes, and I love that necklace, Gwen. I'm checking you out there. Checking you out.
Thank you.
And so let me kind of set things up from last week. So last week we invited Gary and Gwen, and they are recently newlyweds. They shared a little bit about their story. Gary started us off sharing with us about losing a spouse. As you guys know, this story, this show is about people that have lost a spouse, people that are married, people that have gone through divorce, people that are single, relationships.
This relationship.
Right? And so we invited them on to tell us their story because they have gotten married recently. But Gary was sharing his story about losing a spouse, bringing us up to speed about then how him and Gwen ended up meeting. And that was through a family member, your cousin, right?
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. So we ended because we did a cliffhanger last week where we left people hanging because you were just about to tell us how you went about trying to get Gwen on this date, this first date. You hadn't really met or anything. You just trying to get your date on,
correct.
right?
That's correct.
So,
But what was funny was he kept saying that picture. He kept saying that picture in his mind, in his dreams.
He didn't know it yet.
Right.
He didn't even matter. He just saw a picture.
Right.
He was fascinated.
He was fascinated. And so from there, now remember, you guys, we got 30 minutes, right?
Right.
And then we're gonna we may have to do a part 3, but we're gonna try to wrap things up today. Okay. So let's go. Gary,
Don't rush. Don't rush. Yeah. Don't rush through it.
Okay. So as I said last week about reaching out to my cousin, and she was going to help me basically hook up with Gwen. But when we talked that particular day, she was going out of town. And she said, well, when I come back, I'll reach out and we'll set something up. And we'll come to church, maybe we'll have lunch or just something. It's okay. So when she came back that week, she did call and we talked. And the first time we talked, before she went out of town, I said, I think I want to meet her. But when she came back that second time we talked, I said, you know what, Angie? I know I want to meet her. I said it just like that. I know I want to meet her.
Did you know her age? Did you know anything about her? Just saw her face.
That's it. Just that picture. That's all I had seen was that picture. That was it. Just that
Why did you think you was ready? Why did you think you was ready?
Why did I think I was ready?
Well,
when I went on a cruise prior to all of this with my son and my grandson, who they gave for graduation of college. And that Wednesday, while I was on the cruise, I went to the very top of the ship early that morning, just looking out over the ocean. And it was during that time when it's like I could see God just sitting. I just had a vision of God sitting out over the ocean. And all of a sudden I started hearing this voice. And I'm trying not to get emotional here by saying this. I could hear this voice saying to me about that, my late wife, that she was okay. Everything was good. I got her. And Bishop, you had just spoke to me the week before that. And the thing you said to me, you said, it's not too soon. It's okay to move forward. I heard those very same words that morning on the ship.
Praise God.
And that was like confirmation to me that it was okay, because this same cousin that I'm talking about, trying to meet Gwen, had said, you know, you're a relational type guy. You need to be with someone, that kind of thing. And of course, you being who you are, I know you will be good for them. Basically what she was saying in a sense. So that's, I guess I came to that where I felt like I knew I was ready. So after talking to my cousin about, I know I want to meet her. Of course, we still never set anything up. I never asked her for her number. She never gave it to me or anything, but she told me she was in real estate. And when she told me she was in real estate and what company she was with and everything, after we got off the phone, I got up enough nerve to say, "Oh, let me just go on Facebook. Let me stalk you."
Are you saying, Gary, by this time you have talked to her, or you getting this information?
No, I still have not talked to Gwen yet.
Okay.
I still have not.
He's stalking you. He's stalking you.
So now I go to Facebook or whatever I went to find this real estate agent that she was working for. And just so happened this particular day, they was doing an advertising. It was professional advertising. It wasn't Gwen, but it was somebody else. They was basically saying, if you're a first-time home buyer looking to buy a house, contact Gwen, blah, 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 blah. And they gave a nice spiel about her. But at the end of that, it gave her phone number. It gave her the business number. It gave her business number.
So you're not just a pastor, you're a detective. He was stalking you, Gwen.
So I played it again to make sure. I played it again. I immediately played it again. And then when they said the number, I wrote it down. I wrote the number down. So I called the number the next day. It was late evening. And you talking about nervous. Oh my God, I was so nervous. So when I called, I only gave my name and a number and for her to call me. And that was it. And I hung up. I'm like, I can't believe that's all I said. It was
don't you feel like a kid all over again?
Exactly.
Right.
I was so nervous. So, but on that message that she said, if it's at a certain time, she'll call back the next day, that kind of thing. So the next day came. That morning, she didn't call. Lunchtime, she didn't call. Afternoon, she still hadn't called. That evening, she still hadn't called. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. She ain't called me back. She said she was going to call back. So, okay. So I said, okay, we'll give it another day. So the next day came. Morning came again, still.
Come on, man. That's how you work. Working,
She's making me work now, right? Lunchtime, still no call. Early afternoon, late afternoon, no phone call. I'm like, you know what? So now I say I'm calling my cousin. So I called my cousin Angie. I say, hey, Angie, look, I just want you to know, I called Gwen the other day, left her a message. She didn't call me back, blah, 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 this kind of thing and everything. But I had called Gwen back this second time. Only this time when I called, I gave my cousin name. I mentioned her name. Okay. And my cousin said, well, if you mention my name, Gwen's going to call me. She said it just like that. Gwen is going to call me. So sure enough, later on, my cousin texts me back and say, Gwen just called. She's going to call you later on this evening. Like, yeah, all right. So sure enough.
Hold on a second. So I called Angie and I said, Angie, who is this person you gave my number to? She said, that's my cousin.
Oh, man. So
I thought it was a home buyer calling.
Okay.
Left a message. You know, that's why I hadn't called back.
Well, I was buying, just not a home. But yeah.
Come on.
Let me give you a high five. Hey, like when guys wear your handkerchief in church. Come on, preacher. Come on, preacher.
You touch my
palms. So anyway, when she called and we get on the phone, we talk about what, maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that. It wasn't long, but we talked for a little while. But at the end, I asked her, can I call you again? She said, yes, you can call me again. So I called her again the next day. And we talked
about on the first call.
Huh?
What y'all talk about on the first call?
I can't remember everything on the first call. All I know,
he was so nervous.
we did ask about each other. You know, we kind of tried to get to know each other a little bit as far as just, you know, like where she lived and things like that, and where she was from, and all that kind of stuff. And matter of fact, we even talked about some of the things that she liked, I didn't like. You know, we both found out we both love sweets, you know, that kind of thing. We did talk about that, you know, and some of the places we like to go, things we like to do, that kind of stuff. So it was kind of small talk. But it was good talk. It was good talk because she allowed me to call her again. So it was good talk. But anyway, after about 3 days, I guess 3 or 4 days, or at least 3 days, maybe 4, just talking on the phone. I said, you know what? I said, we've been talking on the phone. I said, I really would like to just lay eyes on you, just, put a, name, a face with a name kind of thing, vice versa. So, maybe we can meet somewhere like that, And she said, well, we can meet at Starbucks, which was on 20 here, Highway 20 up here. And so that was a Friday we was going to meet. And man, I tell you, when I was going to meet her, I get on 20. Oh my God, I just started sweating like crazy. Man, I had the air conditioner wide open, every vent in the car turned on me, trying to stay cool, keep from being wet. I was sweating like crazy. I sweat real easy anyway, but man, I started sweating like crazy. And I had the air conditioner on the whole time I was driving, but I had to turn it wide open to cool off. So when we get to Starbucks, I saw when she drove in the parking lot and everything, because I had seen the picture, of course. And we get out, we go into Starbucks. She said, what would you like? What would you like? And
Wait. The inquiring minds want to know. So y'all go in together, or you're already there, or she's already there, or y'all just meet up and walk in together?
I waited in the parking lot till she pulled in.
Okay.
When she got out, I got out, and so she could see me. And then, of course, basically like introduce myself again, face to face this time. And that's when we walked in together.
Okay, hold on. Gwen.
Yes.
What did you think about homeboy?
Well, I mean, just meeting him and everything, I had to feel him out, and so we just walked inside Starbucks and got some coffee and started talking. But the thing about it, what he did was, the night before we had talked about how we like sweets
again.
And so I was telling him how I like honey buns, right? He liked honey buns, I like honey buns. So when he came, he had a little gift bag.
Oh.
And I didn't know what was in the gift bag. I said, oh, you giving out gifts already? Like that. And so when we actually, sat down and everything, and I opened the gift bag up, it was some honey buns in it.
Come on, Gary. You ain't forgot.
Right there.
You got right on the bicycle, boy. You got right on the bicycle.
I think like the city's going already.
And you ain't dated nobody since you was in high school.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
50-some years.
Yeah, I thought that was so cute.
Oh, it was.
That was good. Good job, Gary Akins.
My
don't say
ninja.
that.
My ninja.
Okay. We'll keep going, Gary. We keep going.
So anyway, after that, we really started talking more, and I think it was about a month later, maybe a month and a half later, we actually went out. Her oldest son, best friend, was having his 10-year anniversary, I think it was, wedding anniversary. And she asked me about going with her. I was like, well, okay. So I went with her, and that was our first outing. It was a nice time. It was real nice. It was real nice.
But between this time, you guys have talked on the phone late at night.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Come on,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, man, let's back up to you getting out the car and going in and seeing the honey buns. What did you think from there going forward from where Gary left off at?
Well, I really wasn't thinking about too much of anything. I mean, we just started talking, just trying to find out about each other and, see whether or not it was something that, could possibly happen between us.
So, but Gwen, just kind of catch up the audience. Did you say you had been married twice or once before?
Yes.
Twice
Yes.
before. Okay.
Correct. So, I mean, I was at the stage where, no, I was not getting married again.
Yeah.
I just wanted to date, find some nice person, to be with and, and go out with, do things together and stuff like that. But no, had no intentions of getting married again.
Yeah, you did say you had been swiping left, or who had been swiping left or right?
Right. Yeah, that was me.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so y'all go out on your finally go out. Gwen has invited you out on a date, I guess. And so what happens?
Well, actually, while we was there, I mean, that was this guy. He did a comic or something. He was like a comedian, and he was going around the room asking people about how long they had been married or anything like that. And of course, he pointed at me, and I said, "Well, no, I'm not married." He asked me, "Had I been married?" And of course, this was only 6 months, I guess, maybe 6 months or so. My wife had passed. I said, "Well, yeah, I was married." And he asked for how long. I said, "Well, 45 years." He said, 45 years, man, that's all right. And he looked at Gwen. I said, "No, we only been together for about a month and a half." And then he said, "Douche," or something like that. He said he made some kind of comment, remark, and everything. And but it was real nice. And matter of fact, I think we danced that one time too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, on the spinning thing.
Yeah, we actually danced, took picture. So it was. I don't know. It was feeling good. It was feeling good. And I actually told Gwen after about 3 months that what I felt is for her, and she even asked me why did I think I wanted to be married again, and I explained to her. I said, "Well, God has blessed me to experience joy in marriage once before." I say, and at this point, if he allowed me the opportunity, I would like to experience that again, all that comes with that and everything. So that was my answer to that.
And then what do you say when he starts expressing how he feels? And I looked at Fuller because this sounds like a very similar story. And so what was your comment?
Well, one thing he asked me was, do you think that you can date a minister?
Now, how did you feel about dating a minister?
Oh, how did you feel about dating a minister?
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, well, I said, I don't know. I said, because I've never dated one.
I guess that's a good answer.
I said, well, at least you were honest. I appreciate it.
I don't know. I knew how I felt, Gwen. I was like,
so the whole time that we were dating and stuff, it was just something that was in me. I guess I was trying to listen to the spirit, to see where I needed to go with this, because I didn't want to just jump into something, and it didn't work out. So I took my time. He was in a hurry.
Yeah. Had you, Gwen, dated longer than 2 months anybody else before him?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good that you said that you just kind of taking your time because you've been through that journey.
Right.
You get your hopes up, and then they end up being a stranger danger from the past. You're like, oh Lord.
Right.
This can't be my story at this age.
Yeah. But he was adamant about, trying to move forward, because I knew that he was a minister. I knew that he was a family man, and I knew that he wanted to have another family. And I didn't know whether or not I was ready to do that.
Wow. So then what did you say when he starts telling you that he's interested? And I want to pursue you.
Next step.
Yeah, I want you, babe.
I told him part of me wanted to be married and part of me didn't want to be married. Mm-hmm. I guess that kind of confused him a little bit, and he always asked me that. And I just, I was dealing with my own feelings inside, because I knew that I really didn't want to be married, because I had been through that a couple of times. But I just, I waited and, we saw each other, and I learned about him more and more, what type of person he was. And it was like God was more or less kind of pushing me toward that. Uh-huh. And that's where we are now.
Well, one thing you said too is that never had anyone to basically treat you the way I was treating you.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, she did tell me that. Yeah.
That's true. I mean, one thing I can say about Gary is he did teach me about love. Just like you were saying, sometimes people believe that they're in love, but it's just a feeling.
Yeah.
Infatuation.
Right. It's infatuation. And so as the more I was around him, and learning from him, I really found out what true love really is.
What kind of things did he do? This is for the audience of maybe people that married, I don't know, or people that are interested in finding love again, dating. What kinds of things did Gary? I mean, I talked about the things that Fuller did during this broadcast. We've been doing this broadcast now for almost 5 years, 6 years, going on 6 years. So we've told our story. So you guys can reiterate the things that we've gone through. What kind of things, Gwen, did he do to make you feel as a woman that you were being loved?
Gary is very respectful. He's a gentleman. I mean, he opens the car door for me, getting in the car, getting out of the car. He helps me around the house. He does things, if I say something, that I need or whatever, I may forget about it. And then next thing I know, here he comes with what, I had told him, that I wanted. And so he's just a genuine person, and he's very loving and caring. And, if my feet hurt, he rubs my feet,
Tell it
all. Audience need to know this.
Whatever I ask him to do, he does it. And he says, I do it because it's not about me, it's about you.
Wow. That's good.
Y'all, these Griffin boys got something going on.
I told Darlene when I was dating, I said, I'm not dating to date, I'm dating to marry.
Exactly.
But Darlene wasn't interested at first.
Same thing like when?
Because of my age difference, because our age different.
Yeah.
And and I was telling her about my feelings, and I was wondering how she felt. So I told her I was willing to walk away because I wasn't gonna be hurt though. I wasn't gonna be hurt.
He said the same thing, but I told him, I said, well, your wife just passed. I said, so you haven't dated yet.
Same thing.
I'm the first person, that you're interested in. I said, well, maybe you might need to just meet some other people.
Quinn, we got a script for these men. Hey, Russian, we got a script for the men.
Hey, Gary,
how you feel.
We from the grip. We know what we want. We from the grip. We done experienced things.
That's right.
And he told me, he said what he wanted to do was he wanted to focus on one person that he was really interested in and give his all in all to that person.
That's what I said.
To see where it was going to go.
Yep.
He didn't want to go out there and just date this person and date that person, and he knew what he wanted and he was going after to get it.
I had a very, very close friend of mine. He and we was out one day just having dinner or something, and he said, man, you dating now? I said, yeah, I've actually met this. I told him I had met Gwen. He said, yeah, man. He said, you ought to maybe just, talk to a few others and everything, basically just what they say, the fishing, see how many fish in the sea kind of thing or whatever. And he didn't use those words. That's basically what he was saying. I said, no, man. I said, I've come to learn that if there's someone that I'm interested in, that's where I'm going to put my focus. That's where I'm going to put my attention. And if it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. I said, I don't want to be distracted by anybody else or anything else. I want my focus to be on that person. I want to give him all, basically what I told him. So,
I had a young lady about Darlene's age that was pursuing me. And I had started talking to Darlene. We wasn't really, really serious at that time.
We weren't really talking.
We just wasn't serious about our relationship because you had made that commitment. And I told her the same thing. I told her, she wanted to take me out, but I wouldn't go. But I told her.
Call her.
I told her. That what Darlene was saying. Call her. I said no, because if I call her, she gonna call me back, and then I'm gonna then have to call or either text. I said no, I'm not gonna do it because I knew what I wanted.
Right.
I settled that. So
exactly.
I told her I did finally talk to her, and I told her I want to see how this gonna go.
And look, when she was sending pictures all kind of pictures, taking these selfies in the car.
Bicycle,
all kind of just cleavage showing. And so let me say this, because this is, I think it's really important. As Fuller was saying this, sometimes as women and men, mostly women, we tend to do things to try to get a man's attention. We think that it's this cleavage, or it's the tight pants, it's the butt, right. It's the see-through outfit, it's the showing all of the velour and all the everything that you supposed to say for the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams, but we share it because we're trying to attract, but you're attracting the wrong things. And sometimes we think that that's how we get the man.
Right. Yep.
And I'm just going to say for the women, that's sometimes when we're single, we do things and we should always look our best. We should always fix our hair. We should always, make ourselves presentable, regardless of what we're after. But the showing of the body parts and all of that, it sends the wrong message, and it sends you to the wrong person too.
But what you're willing to show, you're willing to share.
Yep. Right. Sometimes those are the people that stay single. It's not just that, but we want to really just kind of warn the ladies. I mean, I think we got some ladies on here that are very, cognizant because of the church we all probably go to, and we are, we know what we need to do, but still.
Thank you, Dexter.
Yeah.
One thing about Gary is he never stopped. He just kept doing and doing and doing and doing, and
you mean pursuing you? You mean pursuing you?
Mm-hmm. The things that he was doing was aligning up with what I really was interested as far as having a man in my life.
Oh.
Tell him the prayer you said you prayed.
Oh. Yeah. When I had stopped dating and, I just decided that I was just not going to date anymore, I did pray. I prayed to God, and I told him the first thing that I want was a man of God, and so when Gary came along, I said, yeah, I prayed. I said, but I didn't know he was going to send me the preacher.
Right. In good measure, pressed down, shaking together.
They said, be careful what you ask for.
So that's a good point then, Gwen, since you said you didn't realize he was going to bring you a preacher. So I hate to kind of move us forward too much. But so Gary, did you take now Gwen to church and introduce her? This is before marriage. Look when she like, So what happened as y'all were dating?
Not right.
I didn't right away. And the reason I didn't right away, I was concerned that if for whatever reason it didn't work out, I didn't want to look like I was bringing a lady and then another lady and then another. I didn't want to do that. Yeah. When I took her to church, I knew that she was going to be the one. Right. That's when I did that. I didn't want it to look like I was just out there back and forth with that. So that's why I didn't do that.
Right.
Yeah, because look, one thing that people will begin to say, especially when you start seeing somebody very soon after, like Fuller and I think we actually kind of started talking, but not really getting serious, maybe about a month or two after Gene passed, because it was all happening around the same time. I was trying to tell him about my own story about losing a spouse, and we just kept talking. And so it felt like it all went together. Right. And so when we went around people, they would look at us and we were like, just kind of joking and hanging out. And they were like, what are they doing? And so I'm sure the same thing, Virginia had just passed away. And so it's like, you bring Gwen around. It's like, well, hold on.
Right.
Was y'all seeing each other? Was y'all already connected? And so all those things start coming up. That's how Fuller and I started telling our story because we felt like we needed to control the narrative. And so what happens after you guys are now dating for how
long? We dated for a year.
Okay.
Yeah, before we actually got married, it was actually a year.
Yeah, a year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
1 year from the time you were dating.
Mm-hmm.
We did too, you guys.
We did, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We actually got married on the day that he made a first call to me.
Wow.
What's your anniversary?
June 2nd.
Oh, y'all just had it.
Yeah, only been about a month.
Oh wow. June 2nd. Wait a minute.
They just got married.
We met last June, and then
yes,
that's good.
Oh my gosh! When Fuller told me that Gary had met someone and he had got married, you guys just don't know how thrilled we were because we know the pain of losing a spouse, whether it's through divorce or through the loss of a spouse, through death. I'm telling you, it's so wonderful when you can finally meet somebody that you know that's the right person for you.
Oh yeah.
But seeing Gary and I, both of us, case was we were both caregivers.
Yeah.
So our wives were gone before they was gone.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Jean, my late wife Jean, she said, she told all her close friends, and I find this out after. She said, if anything ever happened to me, Ken need to get married because that boy needs some help.
He needs some help. He needs some help. But you know, as we get older, we all want to be loved. We all want to have someone to be with us and go out and just the companionship. Who wants to be by themselves all the time? I can remember the Sundays when I was single. I'd be like on a Sunday, like, what am I gonna do? So I would go shopping or decorate my house, and that's probably where I got all this decorating from. But I just always wanted to I wanted. We all want to be loved.
Right.
And that I don't care who you are. If you say, you don't, we all want to find the right person to love. Now I got another question. What?
I'm going to ask you a question first.
What you going to ask me?
Do you feel love?
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. 100%. So everything Gwen was describing, and I know some people are saying they're supposed to open up the door. They're supposed to, take out the trash, or they're supposed to, do the normal stuff. Not everybody do that though.
That's right.
They don't have to do that.
Hey, Gwen, Darlene, we had shopping in the local store, and it was about 100 degrees.
It was hot.
It was hot, and she was getting ready to cash out, and so she was going through the register. And when she came, I had the car parked in front of the building.
Like it was a limo driver.
And I was standing outside in the heat,
holding the door open. I said, "What is happening?"
The boys from Griffin, man. Them Griffin boys.
When they took me up.
The thing that I shared with Gwen as well, but I told her, I said, I told my boy, I have two sons, I told my boys, as well as people that I tend to counsel, men's that is, I said, when it comes to your wife or someone that you really in a relationship with or serious about, I said, you treat them like a queen, meaning, have you ever seen a queen carry her own umbrella? Have you ever seen a queen open her own door? Have you ever seen queen drivers? I mean, that's the mindset that you need to have about your lady, because that's what she is. She's your queen. And I guarantee if you treat her like a queen, you probably treat her like a king.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. You'll get treated like a king. Yes.
So 20 minutes.
Yes. Okay, so I got one more question. Sometimes we go a little bit longer in these sessions. Next week we got to be careful, baby, because we coming in late from traveling. So I want to make sure we just keep going. Y'all okay with keep us going forward? Studio audience, are y'all good with us to keep moving forward? Okay. Thank you guys for the okay. So what's the difference in y'all's age?
5 years.
Okay. Gary's older.
I'm older than he is.
Come on.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Gary, look at you.
That's good.
Yeah, she robbed the cradle. She robbed the cradle. Yes, she did.
No, Gary, she didn't rob the cradle. She just waited till you fell out.
That's what
that's cute.
That's good.
That's awesome. Good. That's awesome.
I got a question. What did you learn in your previous marriage that the audience might want to hear, and to help the audience? What did you learn that you can apply now to your marriage?
One thing is having open communication. I felt that in my last marriage, we did not have that.
Okay.
It seemed as though I was always the one that was communicating, whereas he wasn't. He just wouldn't communicate. I don't know if he didn't know how, or he didn't know what to say, or whatever, but communication is very, very important in a relationship.
Yeah, that's good. So this is a very interesting question, and I've asked this of every person that's gotten married that we've had on that have been widowed or find themselves divorced and getting married. Whose house did you guys move into?
Well, we're in the process now of him moving into my house.
Okay.
His house, he is right now trying to, I guess, get all of the stuff out of his home and, and remove his ex-wife. I'm sorry, his wife, his past wife, things and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
The same thing we did.
Yeah, we probably either rent it or either probably sell it.
Okay, that's good. I mean, one of the things that we were saying the thing we were saying, I guess, just we're always admiring where life has brought Fuller and I. And what I mean by that is he moved out of his house because there was too many memories. He had 50 years or more married, kids. And then so he also had moved into a leased home. So we had to get rid of that, had storage, and then I had a home, and then I had an Airbnb house. So we had a lot of movement going on. But at the end of the day, this is before we moved into where we are now. But Fuller had agreed to move into my home. Same thing when he moved with me. And I know that was tough for him because it was a house that I shared with my late spouse. But I needed to stay put because my kids at the time, they were in high school and they needed some stability, right? And I didn't have any problem staying in the house, and Fuller decided that, he would just come move in. Now he still had his leased property. So he had a house, but he really, we had two houses.
I had a whole year.
Yeah. So but it was for him to kind of plan for our final move, which was here where we are right now. But
we had too much furniture, too much everything, decorations.
He said he has no place to put his clothes and stuff.
So this is what we did was I took one of the bedrooms and I had a custom closet company come out and take down the doors, and they redid the closet such that it wasn't one of those folding kind of closets, but they gutted out all of the racks and stuff that was there, and they made shelving and made drawers and stuff. And so there's a lot.
And the basement.
And we did the basement too.
Yeah.
So we took the
we're
basement.
not on the basement. We're on a ranch home.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's already, inquired about with someone that he knows that came out to look at the closet to see how we can customize it, so that he'll have space for his things as well.
The other thing that I did was, I think before Fuller moved in, or maybe while, I don't know if he was there or not, but I redid all the floors. We removed all the carpet. We went with, and then we put that faux hardwood floors down. Yeah. We also took out all of the cabinets and painted them. They were cherry wood and painted them all white. When we redid like parts of the house, I was amazed at how different the property looked.
Right.
So, so that was a plus.
And I felt more comfortable after that.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
So you guys, it is now 6:45, almost 6:45, and we got so much more to talk about. Can you guys join us one more time?
Sure, we can.
I don't know what we're gonna do about next Monday. We're actually traveling. My mom's 92nd birthday.
All right. Yay.
So we are going to Austin, Texas, and then driving to Fort Worth to go celebrate my mom's birthday. I also want to give a shout out to one of our friends, Miss Norma Hayes. Her birthday was July the 9th.
Happy birthday, Norma.
And I forgot it, but I made up for it, I hope. Then we got, if your birthday is in the month of July, happy birthday, anniversary, all of that, but we don't want to forget about you guys. And then I want to continue our discussion. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do about Monday. I don't know what we're going to do about Monday. Maybe we'll come on a little bit later.
Okay.
And
we'll let the audience
but we'll let the audience know. But we definitely want you guys to come back. And where I would like to start is them grown kids. What did they say?
Well, we
How
actually,
did they feel?
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
I said the grown kids.
Oh, yeah, the grown kids, yes.
Yeah. So what did they say? How did they feel? What was all that like? Gary and I kind of talked a little bit about it, but we want to hear from you as well, Gwen, on just the experience. And then we'll wrap up our conversation in our last part 3 of Finding Love Again with Akins. And so we're so excited that you guys joined us. What you want to say, babe?
Nothing. I'm good.
He's smiling. So
next week.
And then look, we got another happy birthday happy birthday to my pastor, Roy McFadden. Okay. Roy McFadden's birthday.
Oh, okay,
and then,
Roy.
Look, Dexter Hur's birthday is on Wednesday, July the 15th.
Okay, Dexter.
Yes.
Happy
Dexter
birthday.
It's right there, baby.
Okay.
And then I want to just do a quick, before you play the shout out music, baby, I want to do a quick acknowledgement for Lady D. Wyatt. She's on here tonight. Okay. And just send up good vibes and thoughts and prayers for her as she's going through a healing. And we know that all things are going to work out great for her body, and she's going to be whole and all those things. So we just want to do that quick shout out. Any last thoughts before we leave from what we've talked about? If either one of you guys want to close us out with anything important just to wrap up today?
I would just say this is real good to know that you can love again. For those who are out there, just know you can love again.
Amen.
Yes.
No matter your age. No matter your age.
Find in love again.
That's right, Wes. That's right.
Yes. Holmes' birthday was on July 9th too. Look at there.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Let's see. And then we got a lot of final comment from Cindy Torres. Popping in and enjoying all the marriage wisdom. Greetings from Life Transforming Ministries in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you.
And my brother Trey was June the 30th.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look at all these birthdays. And so you guys, look, we are out. We're going to let you guys go for the evening. But thank you again for joining us for another episode of GodFidence. And we will see you guys next week.
All right.
Music, dance. It's time to dance. You guys got to dance.
All right. Dance, dear.
Dance. We gotta kiss it out. Here we go, kiss. All right, you guys. Love you too. See you guys later. Right. Y'all take care. I'm trying to figure out how to let my StreamYard go. Y'all hold on one more time.